Hello everybody and welcome to Tactical Imperative. Today we are going to continue our campaign for the magnificent Babylonian Empire. We have entered the age of information and first of all take a look on the technologies of that age and which technology we should start researching first. I think the best choice is going to be information. Because now we have problem with information, we can't produce it, but this technology gives us opportunity to build digital library, then information. Also, we'll be able to build data centers. Of course, we don't have enough computers to produce data, but if you work on that tile, we'll have 5 information. So I think, first of all, we'll pick the technology of information, and then we'll put our efforts to suburbs, because that technology gives us opportunity to increase our cities by adding one more town. I think the next city we should integrate to our magnificent and astonishing empire is Malmo. First of all, we have here rare materials. Second of all, it has a great monument. So, let's do it. We will pay for the 88 more culture. Alright, we'll try to sustain it. Integrate. Okay, now our culture is 208 only. Let's see if we can return it back to 350. Having thought about the situation, decided to change my decision. We are going to study first microprocessors. We want to make one more region. It's going to be Erzurum, but we can't expand it. The Japanese Empire just built here several outposts. So that's why we'll send here troops to solve that issue, and probably we are going to conquer Kobe. That's why we will postpone suburbs and we will take microprocessors technology, which will lead us to guided artillery and advanced aviation. It's going to be a really useful advantage in our upcoming campaign. Let's take a look on the Japanese Empire at all. First of all, we have Kobe. I would like to obtain that city. When our next aim could be Nagoya. I think we can take it. And the capital Fukuoka. Of course, we are not going to conquer the capital and our cities. But, I came to the conclusion that we would like to reduce their power to make them weaker. So that's why I think we have to send here troops to tackle several issues. And let's take a look on our rival, India. Where is his capital? Let's see, I think it will show 27 population, 11, 10 population, 26, 24. Let's take a look on China, 29, what else, 28, 24 and 24. So the hugest capital is in Japanese Empire. 36, what does it mean 36? Our capital is 86. Well, our second city is 36. Isin and Larsa, they both have population 36. So, Pal, I think we will be able easily to overcome the Japanese Empire. It's really funny we have achieved the maximum limit of population in our magnificent Lora, 90 population. Now we need technology suburb to increase the number of cities in that region. And just compare, 90 population against 37. Nice, what can I say? Let me show you 2 ideas for your army in the information age. First of all, how to combine your army really fast. You have to build an airport improvement in your cities, and after that, you will take opportunity airlift. So for example, now I'm preparing my army near Adelaide. That's why my unit was built in Isin. And we can just press airlift, and the city is in Adelaide. Next turn we will attach the unit to our army, and the second trick is you need to build aviation and put it in all your towns and cities. Look at it, we have in every town and city near the borders of the Japanese Empire a plane. It will give us close air support and it will dramatically reduce our casualties during the campaign. After building clone factories in Ur, we have achieved our goal, 351 culture per turn. Let's take a look at our magnificent Ur. Now we can produce 10 clothing and only from one city. We obtained 72 culture. 72 culture from one city. And our total spending 380. It means that 4 or maybe 5 our cities can work only for maintaining culture of our regions. And all our cities will produce culture for our cutting edge and attaching the towns. That's why I want to repeat it. I consider pop culture is a really strong national spirit. Okay, it seems to be ready for the moon expedition. Let's try it. Alright. Just go without anything. Just a pure expedition. Let's see what we can do here. Booms. And yeah. The Babylonian Empire is the first nation on the moon. Congratulations, we have done it. Continue our campaign. Now let's take a look on the stage computer and game analytics. For example, Japanese Empire. It is said that our power is a bit stronger than theirs. But, come on, they invade rocketry. 1 H less. The average power of the army is 300-400. The average power of our army is 800. We have aviation. Obviously, we have much more production and science. And computer considers what? We are almost equal. Nice, nice, what can I say? Alright, soon we will see if our power are the same or not. We should prepare the Japanese tails for the punishment. I think we have discovered absolutely overpowered technology. Let me describe you. It has name automation, and the most decisive is open pit mine. It is just said produces free copper. No, it's not. They should have described it in a bit different way. If we are talking about hill without a resource, we will obtain only free copper. Let's take a look up. Open pit mine. Yes, free copper. But when we are talking about a mine in a hill with iron, in this case, we will obtain 6 iron. 6 iron from one mine. Not 4 like a deep mine. 6. And it's a crucial advantage. Keep in mind what we picked machinery, national spirit. That's why we are able to spawn iron prospect. It means that in fact we can put iron in every hill in our empire and produce just enormous, colossal amount of production. So that's why I consider this technology is a super overpowered and useful. I wouldn't say that a drone farm is so useful for our empire because we have this overpowered ability from Mount Riders. We spend only 50% food for our population. But this opportunity to obtain open pit mine, it's really strong and decisive. Let's take a look now in Laura. We don't have any spare metal. Let's upgrade mines. Oops. Oops. Let's take a look. Now we have more ferrouranium. So, because due to the fact that we have a lot of ferrouranium furnaces. And, of course, we are going to spend our engineering powers to spawn metal, for example, on these hills. So, this is a crucial improvement. This is a really decisive technology, and I strongly recommend you to use it in your campaign to rapidly increase productivity of your cities. Let's take a look. Now our capital has production something like 300. Let's see what we can do in several turns with that overpowered technology and our iron prospectors from the machinery national spirit. Let's take a look on the result of reforms in our magnificent capital Lara. Let's see. Now our production is 300 is overflow from the previous production. The real production of the city is something like 521. 521. We had 330 several turns ago. Because now we are able to produce a lot of powered tools. And ferrouranium, of course. So that's why I'm strongly recommend you to use this opportunity from machinery with iron prospectors and from the technology of technology of automation, which allows you to produce just enormous, colossal amount of production. And of course, we are going to improve all our cities in this way. Alright, it seems to me it's high time we punished the Japanese Empire. Let's start with them. Declare war. Nice. Alright, let's see what we can do here. So first of all, we need Osaka, of course. Look at it like damage or heavy damage. Okay, let's attack. Okay, the city is ours. Nice, nice. Who's next? Light damage, heavy damage. Highway chaps. Let's attack them by aviation. Booms. Alright, let's attack by aviation again. Booms. Outstanding. What's next? Let's destroy the outpost. Oops. This army goes the battles past. Oops. Then now this army. What can we do here? Oh, it doesn't have enough movement points. Now we need to send our aircraft to Osaka. Done. Now let's attack from Osaka. Oops. And also I would like to figure out what is here. Okay, let's attack them. Oops. Alright. Okay, now our aim is Kobe. And it doesn't look like we have enough units to protect the city. Just look at it. Just look at it. Mercenary dragoon. What else? Who is this? Knight, bow hunter, musket. Against modern machine gun, rocket artillery, helicopters, and leaders with summary of 12 tactics. What can I say? Good luck, pal. Good luck. Alright. Let's continue our campaign. Okay, what can we do here? First of all, let's attack by units by our aviation. Oops. Let's attack them. Hey. Oops. And now let's kill them. Oops. Alright. Now let's send our troops here. Should we attack Kobe or not? I don't think so. We need 2 armies as a minimum, so that's why we are going to kill the army first. Oops. Alright. One more army has arrived. Oops. Good morning, chaps. Alright. Now this army is going to stay here. And it seems to me next turn we can capture Kobe. What else? Do we have some sailing rats here? Yeah, we have some patience. Alright, let's find and get them. It seems to me everything's fine, and let's take a look on the comparison of our power with Japan. So their power is 8,600 and our power is only 10,500. But it doesn't look like that. The average power of their armies is 440. The average power of our army is 800. It doesn't look like 8,600 to 10,900. I think in that comparison developers should correct something, because nowadays it's absolutely informative and we don't obtain the real information about power of our nation and our rivals. I think now we are able to capture Kobe. Let's do it. First of all, let's proceed our close air support. One more time. Oops. What do we have here? City military is dead. Let's capture the city. Alright. Now I think we need to rid out of his armies here. Done. Done. What? Who is next? Who is next? This gentleman and now this gentleman. Alright, now we need to send here our aviation, of course. The city has 2 towns, and we will send here our aviation, of course. Hatsu, and what's next? Also, let's attack from Kobe. Attack. Done. Alright. I think now our next aim is Sapporo, and after that we will attack Nagoya. Probably we should think about the capital. It's so juicy, it's so yummy. Maybe it would be a great vassal in our empire. Maybe we should think about it. Let's take a look on the result of our reforms in city Isin. We built our open pit mines again, and now the production of the city is, in considering overflow 300, the production of the city is something like 336. We had that amount in our capital, but our capital has population something like 95 and this city has population only 43. So that's why I'm strongly recommending you to use that technology. Automation and its outstanding improvement, open pit mine. In coordination with machinery, it will give you just colossal amount of production. And addition to that, I want to show you one more trick. After we have finished Manhattan project, now we're able to build nuclear reactor, which gives us free stored energy from one enriched uranium. And enriched uranium we can easily due to the enrichment facility. Let's take a look how it works. The enrichment facility, which will convert uranium to enriched uranium, and the nuclear reactor itself. But don't forget please to build cooling water reactors, because nowadays looks like soon maybe we'll have a problem, because our DEFCON count is now 4. But anyway, it will give your city just colossal amount of power, 132 power. It's not a joke. What's why? You can use it to pay from the amount of power and production you can obtain in a city. Let's look on the movements of the AI prodigy. He just sent his armies to the center of our armies. Let's proceed close combat support. One more time. Booms. And now we'll just attack them. Booms. Booms. Alright. Now, what do we have here? I think we will send troops to Nagoya directly. Booms. One army. And as a rule we need 2 armies, so that's why we'll send our army here. Alright, I think next turn we can capture the city. Now we need to tackle armies of the Japanese Empire, which are staying near Kobe, so let's do it. Booms. Booms. Alright. I think next turn we'll capture Sapporo. So I think we have to wait for next turn, but we can take a look on the sailing rods. Sailing rods. Highway. What do you have here? Highway. Alright. Great, everything looks fine. We can continue our campaign against the Japanese Empire. Let's try to capture Nagoya. So first of all we need to send our troops like this to stay here. We need to have an opportunity to attack by 2 armies. Now let's proceed our close air support. Booms. Now I think we can attack. And the city has been captured. Outstanding. Alright, the city is ours. Now we can attack from the city. Also, of course, we are going to send by our aviation. Where is it? Oops. What else? We'll attack sailing rats. Done. Where is our next fleet? Because we have a bit more sailing rats. Booms. Alright. What do we have here? I think we can attack Sapporo now. 1, 2, and let's assault. The city is ours. Alright, let's proceed capital attack again. Done. Alright, everything looks fine. Now we will kill this army. Hello. And I think we have... oh, have this army. Can we kill it? Booms. Done. Everything looks fine. You know, I came to the conclusion that we would like to take Fukuoka. Look at it. It's so yummy. It's so tasty. We would like to take it. It looks like we have researched all the technologies of the Age of Information, and now we have to pick the next age. And it seems to me we have 2 opportunities. I wouldn't like to start Age of Archangels. Maybe we can do it in the next campaign. And we have 2 opportunities. The Age of Transcendence, where we have to finish all our social fabric points. This is the first opportunity. The next opportunity is the Age of Departure, and where we need to build a starship to leave that planet to our world. So, we have these choices, and quite frankly, I would like to start the Age of Departure, because I want to show you with super technologies and super productive opportunities from that age. So, let's start researching the Age of Departure. I think it's going to be funny. Let's see what do we have here. Let's attack his armies. Oops. Now, first of all, we need to handle his armies. Oops. And let's send here more troops. Oops. Let's attack from air. What else? Who is next? Minus rats. We are not interested in Opus at all. I'm not sure it's a good city. Of course it contains a lot of uranium, but we can just easily buy it. So let's send our troops to Nagoya, and all our army goes to Nagoya. Right? Now we need to handle all his armies near the Nagoya region, and after that we will take a look on his capital, Fukuoka, because we like it so much. Near the capital of the Japanese Empire, we used our dirty trick with forced march. And now our army can capture the city. Let's do it. Oops. Outstanding. The city is ours. Nice, nice. Now we just need to handle his armies in the vicinity of Nagoya. Let's do it. Oops. Alright, who is next? Oops. Oops. Who is next, chaps? These chaps. Oops. Alright. Let's protect the city. Skip army, and it looks like soon we can make a peace agreement with the Japanese Empire. We have had everything we wanted to. Let's offer a peace agreement to the Japanese Empire. Let's do it, offer peace. Right. And it seems to me the campaign against Japan is finished. Congratulations. Let me describe you one dirty trick. Now we have a return for 112 arts experience, and we can produce guild training. Look at it. Our magnificent capital now has 99 population. It seems to me it's the biggest city I've ever had. And let's take a look how we were able to achieve so much art experience. Everything stems from our idea, because now we have 4 art experience for every clothing product. I have to say what I'm really glad that we decided to pick up a pop culture, national spirit. Now we can grow up our cities really fast. I think you can use this dirty trick in your campaigns to grow up a city to the sky. It looks like the naughty Babylonian boy led the war to the age of the Potter. Babylonia, the signature of the world, led to the new age. Congratulations, this is the final age of the game. Continue. Now we have to produce as much production as we can to build our spaceship. Enter the age. Oh, rejected. So bad. Alright. It seems to me we were able to build the hugest city I've ever had. And we're able to overcome one of our rivals. So, I think we should continue our campaign in the next series. So, see you soon in a Tactical Imperative.